Thank you so much for doing this.
So happy to be here.
Hey, I'm Dustin with Ask Me Why. Today, we are going to be on the river with State Representative Greta Neubauer.
Just the perfect day. I'm thrilled.
It's amazing. I cannot wait to talk to her and ask her some questions about who she is, what makes her tick. Who is this person that's representing Racine?
Taylor Swift maybe in there.
Yeah.
Lizzo.
Okay.
Just some pure, unadulterated pop, you know? Yeah.
This is going to be an absolute blast. Stick around. Woo, Greta!
We'll keep a close watch on the boats.
Yeah, keep an eye on the boats. Okay?
Yeah, I got it.
We're gonna go and we're gonna launch some boats at the Root River Environmental Education Center, the REC.
Yeah.
So, Greta, what would you say your job is? Like, I hear terms like legislator,
Yeah.
legislative.
That's true too. Yeah. My job is representing Racine.
Yep.
In Madison and here.
Yep.
So I am in both places. I was in Madison yesterday in committee, voting on bills, working on long-term policy. Today I'm back here, hanging out at the fire department,
Okay.
going to the library, be talking to people, be getting input on the things I do in Madison.
Yep.
And then drive up there and try to make things better for Racine through the policy work that we do.
Got it. Let me ask you this. So, are you a morning person?
I would say not really. No.
How many hours of sleep? How many hours of sleep are you getting in a
Oh,
day?
I love that question. I sleep a ton,
Do you?
actually. Yeah. I would say that during COVID,
Yeah.
things were intense. My job was really emotionally intense.
Yep.
And I just decided that I was going to get enough sleep to
Yep.
be able to handle
Yeah.
work. So I get about 9 hours of sleep a night.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think
I don't
that
have
is-
kids, so
Well, yeah, sure, okay. Okay, but like, what time do you crash out?
10:30,
Okay.
11.
Yep.
You're hanging out, you're playing a game, you're eating dessert.
What kind of game are you playing?
I would say my family's classic game is progressive rummy. We love this Swedish game Plumf. I have some Swedish family, so
Okay.
we learned it from them.
Okay, have you heard of code names?
Yeah, I love code names.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I've seen kind of the worst of people come out playing code names.
Oh yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's so funny when somebody just like loses their mind.
Oh yeah.
Like, what were you thinking? Why didn't you connect pineapple and Switzerland? Perfect.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Just launch it out. All right. Woo.
Nice. Woo!
All right.
My dad's side's been here for at least 5 generations.
Wow.
I think it's great-grandfather worked on the line at Massey, Ferguson,
Yep.
back in the day. My mom's side, he made beer barrels in Milwaukee.
No way.
Yeah. So, yeah, a lot of Wisconsin history doing all sorts of very Wisconsin jobs, I guess. Yeah.
Totally. Okay.
I feel really grateful for a number of things about growing up here. I ran cross country in high school. I loved that. I think really liked both the sort of individual nature of it, but then that you came together as a team. And I love running. It's kind of meditative time for me.
Yep. Okay, so you get involved in politics when you're 16?
Yeah, started knocking on doors when I was pretty young for candidates locally. My parents certainly taught us that being involved in politics and government, is a hugely important way to shape the future of the community. I got involved in the Obama campaign, started making calls and all those things. That was really formative for me in high school.
In college, Greta's interest in politics grew stronger. She spent 6 years with the youth climate movement and in 2017 served as an aide to then State Representative Corey Mason. In 2018, she ran her own successful campaign to represent the 66th District of Wisconsin.
I was reading a report by the Wisconsin Legislative Reference Bureau. Does that sound right?
You got it. You're deep. You're deep in the
deep into it, yeah.
in the archives.
I read a lot in the Reference Bureau.
Yeah.
It was saying that of all legislators in Wisconsin's history, 97% of those that have served, 97% were male. How has that been for you?
Yeah. When I was elected, I was the youngest woman in the legislature, youngest person, but also youngest woman. I mean, there are definitely things that I think about that I'm not sure that other electeds, people maybe who are a little older or who are men, think about. When I started, I was single, and I think that made people a little uncomfortable. You know, I think people like it when women are in partnerships. It makes them feel a little bit more secure, you know, to have you around.
Yeah.
But it also is actually amazing to see how things have changed just in the last few years.
Okay.
We've got many more LGBTQ members that are getting elected, so that's really exciting. Many younger folks. We have our first Asian American member in the Wisconsin legislature right now. So yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you have, you're pretty open about the fact that you're a nerd, specifically around Star Wars.
Yeah.
Why is someone considered a nerd for liking Star Wars?
You know, there's maybe a little bit of a difference between going to a movie and liking it.
Yep.
And getting kind of deep.
Okay.
You know, and that's maybe where the difference comes in.
Yeah.
You know, there's books where you can get into Princess Leia's experience growing up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now you get it.
Let me ask you this. Have you ever dressed up as a character and gone to a convention?
I haven't.
That's got to go on your bucket list, Greta.
That's got to be on the bucket list. That's true. You know, shockingly, I've had a hard time finding people who want to go to that with me, you know? I don't understand.
Okay, reinforces the idea of being a nerd, I think.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think what I like about it is I like that there's such a deep world.
Oh,
right?
Huge.
And I do really like stories about good and evil. And especially stories that complicate that a little bit.
Yep.
You know, the Star Wars movies that came out recently maybe have a little bit more of a nuanced take on that about, you know, it's not really about sort of one moment in which it's clear that you're a good or bad person. It's about many choices, you know, and I love that.
I was in a coffee shop and this barista was bad-mouthing Taylor Swift.
Rude.
And I said to her, I said, I don't think you hate Taylor Swift. I think you're fronting right now because she's a brilliant artist and she's done brilliant things.
Yeah.
With the weather so nice, we decided to have our lunch from Chit Chat outside. I did an entire video with the owners Angela and Junaid, so be sure to check that out.
Thank you. It's windy. Is this windy?
That wasn't bad.
See?
Yeah, I feel like those shots are going to be amazing.
Back on dry land, my friend Dom captured the aerial shots you see in this video, and he joins us for lunch.
Some Miller High Life.
Yeah, we should probably have that.
Would you like a High Life?
Yeah.
Yes! Ah, come on! How is it? How's the food?
So good.
So good. I've had cilantro chicken from Chit Chat a few times.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Yep.
It was nice to meet you.
I'll see you around.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you.
See you, man. So good to see you. I think it was June of last year, the Journal Times did an article about you coming out as queer.
Yeah, it was an op-ed that I wrote.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd come out to friends and family members, you know, prior to the Journal Times op-ed, and it just, no one really cared, you know? It was like, it was not sort of like life-altering reality for me. It was just now, I was at that time dating a woman for the first time,
Yeah.
One of the major things that pushed me to come out publicly was that I went to a Pride event at City Hall. There were young people speaking, including a young trans man I got to know through doing some policy work with the LGBT Center.
Okay.
who were sharing really personal experiences, right? Who were sharing the challenges that they had growing up in Racine, being in school. And there were people there with big signs, who were yelling over them and basically saying, you're going to hell and you're not welcome here. And so, I saw obviously what it took for those young people to kind of keep telling their stories and like push through that. And I had sort of thought like, it wasn't actually that important for me to talk about my own experience because like there were so many role models out there, right? And there were so many people who would come out, and honestly, I kind of just felt like we were farther along than we actually are. It was personal and I didn't really need to share this, right? I'm just doing this job.
It's still taking, let's call it like a measure of courage to share this as a representative. Yeah, we're still at that place.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Did you find pushback? Did you have responses to that?
Yeah, overwhelmingly, extremely positive. And that was amazing to see, And I think one of the things that's challenging about being an elected official is, whatever identities you hold, you are asked to represent them and speak for them, right? And I can't speak for all young people. I can't speak for all women, right? I can't speak for all LGBTQ people, but hopefully I can bring more people to the table.
Well, thanks so much to you and your team for just giving us so much time today. I mean, it's been a blast being on the river with you and eating chit chat together and just getting to know you a little bit better. So thanks so much for making this happen.
Oh, thank you. I love this project.
What a beautiful day.
To some degree, everybody lives in their bubble and you all help us see all of the great things about our community and look at it with fresh eyes. So I'm really grateful.
Thanks for saying that.
Yeah.
All right.
So grateful to her for being that vulnerable with us and just kind of see Racine from that vantage point. That was just, what a cool day